first question is, how do you go about getting college recommendations, and who should you ask for those recommendations, and when do you recommend asking them?
So for recommendations, I usually say it could just about almost be anyone. You want to stay away from like your family members, like your best friend, because they're a little biased because they obviously like you and love you and things like that. So they'll say phenomenal things about you. And then in terms of who you should ask, this is a question that I get a lot from students. I would suggest, like, if you've ever had a job before, if there's, like, a specific teacher that you work with, or even, like, if you don't necessarily have a teacher that you're super cool with, maybe there's a teacher that you like, and you can kind of chat with them after class and just say, hey, you know, I'm in the process of, like, applying to college. I'm looking for recommendations. Would you be open to it? And then if you don't really have, like, a great, like, an extensive relationship with them, like, chat with them. They're more than happy to help you. And then in terms of when to ask, whether you're asking a teacher, a boss, a counselor, or someone at school, you want to give them enough time, you know?
Yeah.
Because they're going to be doing a service for you. So I would say at minimum, at least 2 weeks.
All right, so next question, in terms of the FAFSA, what kind of materials do you need to fill it out? Like, what kind of paperwork do you have to have?
So you'll first need a laptop because now it's all online. So when your parents were in school, they used to be able to do it by paper and pen. They made it a lot easier. So what you'll need is, since you guys are applying for school for this fall semester, so for the 2018-2019 academic year, you'll need a laptop, of course. You'll need your social security number because what you're going to do is you're going to create a username called an FSA ID, and that will allow you to log into your FAFSA, sign your FAFSA, and you're going to be using that all throughout college because you're going to do your FAFSA every year. So to recap, you're going to need your social security number, a laptop, and because you guys are still just graduating high school, you'll need your parents' 2016 tax information, so their tax return. And then if you file taxes, obviously they'll need your tax info as well. And then your parents are also going to create an FSA ID, so they'll need to have their social security number, and both of you guys will have, you want to make sure you have a valid email address.
Yeah.
One thing that I get a lot from students that are just graduating high school is I know a lot of your high schools give you guys, like, email addresses, so, like, school emails. Not all schools let you keep those for life. So I would suggest, if you haven't already done so, make an email that you either plan on using or already use, and use that because you'll need that to, like, again, log into your FAFSA. A lot of the questions just kind of ask you information about yourself, like your birthday, phone number, address, so things you already know.
Yeah.
And then in terms of schools, you just have to know what schools you want to apply to because you could put up to 10 schools on there.